Welcome. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Not yet, but close enough. It is Wednesday night is Overbooked, our final show of the year. I'm your host, Joker Voice, and to my stage right is the co-pilot of the show, hailing from the biggest small town, the city built around a trailer park in Reno, Nevada. It is the man with the disgustingly bad takes, but we love him here anyway, Mr. LeftEyeEgo. Ego, how are you, sir?
First of all, sir, Reno has a charm. Okay, it's got a charm about it. I'm doing all right. Otherwise, just ready to talk some wrestling in the year on a fantastic note.
Has some charm, yeah. So does my 600-pound life, but we won't talk about it.
Well done.
And directly beneath is the Christmas overpowering Baconator, hailing from parts unknown. It is the Unbearable 73. Matt, how are you, sir?
Doing well here from the anus of America, known as New Jersey. Did you know that if you put a B at the end of Reno, it's boner spelled backwards?
I did not know that. That is a wonderful thing to know. And we have a wrench of wrenches, Mr. Jacob Ironside, who next year, he and I may have something special coming up in this merch store, which you should definitely be checking out. But before we talk about that, Mr. Bradley Burnett is here, the Duke Devil 95. How are you, sir?
Hopeful things are working.
Well, I can hear you, so that's a good start.
That's more positive than it was 5 minutes ago. So
I can hear you for the right price.
Right. So we, as I said, talk about the merch store, which is one of the links that you'll find in the description, along with the links to all of our socials, all of our YouTube channels, which we would love your eyes, your subscriptions, your likes, your watch hours, as we're doing this YouTube thing here. That's why we do it. So if you don't mind, folks,
I'd say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right?
And another thing for those likes, we are looking for double-digit likes in the chat. I've been told we're already halfway there. We're already at 5 likes, halfway to double digits to get this as another banger show, which we ended last week's show on a banger show. So, as a result, we have a special segment to kick off the show. And again, I find these, they are quite fun. We're going to, let me get this set up right here. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. Okay. So we're going to keep one, drop one, turn one heel. Keep CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, or Roman Reigns. Drop Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, or Braun Breaker. Or turn heel, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Jimmy Uso. Matt, let's start with you. Which one are you keeping?
Brock.
Keeping Brock, the 50-plus-year-old one. Okay? Sounds good. Okay? You going to keep him until SummerSlam?
Well, it depends on the storyline, but Brock has more impact on the ring in terms of, like, audience reactions than anyone else on that list.
Well, that's arguable. I think that's a tougher one. Brad, who would you keep?
not Brock. As much as I would like to keep Punk, he's in his late 40s. I'm gonna have to say keep just Roman for a bit longer.
Okay. Ego, who would you keep?
Man, the only person that called somebody a cross-eyed Neanderthal Nepo baby. I'm keeping Punk. I've never heard that, and I want to call someone that so bad after hearing it. So I got to keep Punk based on my skills alone. I'm keeping Punk.
I would tend to agree. Roman, you never know with his health. He's got the leukemia thing that could come back at any time. all of these guys are, I mean, Brock and Roman are part-timers now. Cena's moving toward more of a part-time role. Will show up on TV, but not going to be in ring all the time. All right, Ego. Next, we're going to drop one. Ron Breaker, Drew McIntyre, or Jey Uso. Which one are you dropping, sir? You're the GM. You are the head of this You're the head of this promotion. Who are you dropping?
He's dropping himself.
I really should. I should recuse myself on this one, but I am going to drop Jey Uso. If that is I don't even want that mic drop.
Growth.
I can't.
The growth we are seeing. 2025 has been the year of Ego growing as a professional wrestling fan. This is wonderful.
I'm not saying I don't like Jey Uso anymore. I haven't done a complete about face. I'm just saying that I can't face any backlash in ring or online if I put the belt on Braun or Drew. So because of that, I would have to drop Jey.
All righty, Brad.
Drink.
Who are you dropping?
Yeeted.
Oh, we're gonna yeet the yeet, man.
You should just said yeet one.
Matt, who are you dropping?
Lame event Jey Uso becomes TNA Jey Uso.
Wow. Okay. I have said that the term main event Jey Uso really doesn't fit anymore. During the Thunderdome era, okay, he was in a lot of main events. I would consider renaming him to Dark Match Jey Uso. That's what he's good for.
Sunday Night Heat Jey Uso.
Oh, wow.
Why would you do that?
You went to an MTV reference. Wow.
Not necessary.
Played, sir.
Hey, MTV's gone. So should Jey Uso.
Wow. And finally, turn one heel. Brad.
That's Jimmy. I don't care. Randy, we've seen it so many times. Let's just be interesting and make Cody Rhodes heel. Because honestly, I know he's big merch. I know he's kind of taking the John Cena role. But he needs to do something different because it's just boring.
All righty. Matt.
Well, probably turning Randy Orton heel he does it like every 3 weeks. So nothing to be shocked there. But turn Cody heel.
All righty. Ego.
I never got to witness Jimmy being heel, and I would watch that. I mean, actually, I probably rationalize if I put a heavyweight title on him, I probably wouldn't get as much backlash.
Wait, you didn't watch the 3 years of the Bloodline?
Just when you thought he learned something.
I've never seen him as a singles heel.
There's a reason why.
Okay, WrestleMania 40. It is one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time.
Like now he gets his brother. I saw that one.
Yeah, that was awful. So I would go.
Yeah.
As much as Randy is the better heel of all three of them. Absolutely is the better heel. We have yet for that to happen, at least with Cody as the champion. So for the meantime, I would turn Randy Orton heel. So that's a little special segment, which we do when we get to double-digit likes from the chat. I can see we're at 6 right now. But Ego, do you remember Sunday nights? Do you remember Saturday night's main event?
Yes.
When we were so close to getting that double-digit like?
Quite close, yes.
Post-show, it happened. We got to double-digit likes. Momo, would you like to say something? It is time for a bonus special segment. That's right, folks. We are good. We are.
Oh, that could have been John Cena himself liking our podcast.
Maybe, possibly.
That'd be
I
awesome.
I don't believe so, but you know,
Yeah, he may have tapped the like button.
maybe. Okay, I like.
Oh.
Oh, well played, sir. Well played. Okay, so we're gonna do this is a shorter one, and we're gonna go with this right here. Rank them without bias, 1 through 4. Roxanne Perez, Maxine Dupree, Stephanie Baker, or Julia. Whichever criteria you want. Ego, let's start with you. 1 through 4.
Roxanne Perez 1, Stephanie Baker 2, Maxine Dupree 3, Julia.
Are you going by hotness?
I think Ego wants to be demoted to TNA, just like Jay.
Oh,
Uso.
I thought his hotel wireless was bad.
Maybe that.
Yeah.
Maybe that too. Brad, 1 through 4.
Okay, Maxine is a 4. Roxanne is 3. I'm giving Julia 2, and Stephanie Baker is number 1.
Okay, Matt.
This isn't fair to Maxine because she has looked good in like 1 or 2 matches, but she's
Right,
4 on the
exactly. I know,
Yeah.
but this is
Now-
just who they gave us. So
This is a tough. This is very tough because, okay, I know I can switch this up, but I'm gonna go number 3, Julia, number 2, Roxanne, number 1, Stephanie.
okay. For myself, it's unfair, but Maxine is 4. I'm going Roxy at 3, and to be quite honest, I've seen too much of her work in Stardom and the Marigold. I cannot separate these two-way tie for first between Stephanie Baker and Julia.
That's good. It's a good point, JB. Like, I've seen a lot of Roxanne back from when she was in Booker T's group,
Right?
and I have not seen as much. I've seen a lot of Stephanie because I've been a fan of ours for like, I don't know, 7 years now. But like Julia, I've only seen before recently, like 7 or 8 matches, you know? So it's like, but you can go any way with that 3 right now. But Stephanie is, whatever. We can go crazy over it. No point to go crazy over it, you know?
Right. Okay, so that is our special segment. And we do those when we get to double-digit likes in the chat. Presently still at 6. But there's a lot of talk about what happened over the weekend, so I want to spend some time and talk about the tap out fallout. Now, if you were
That's
here
pretty
for
nifty.
what?
That's pretty nifty. That could be the title of this episode.
Right, there you go. So
Very
if you were watching Saturday night's main event, we saw John Cena in his final match give up, as promised by Gunther. The fans in attendance were not happy with that result, and they were booing. They were booing Gunther. They were really booing Triple H when he came out. Now they were booing, in my opinion. I've had a few days to sit with this and think about this. As Ego and I, we both initially in the moment, our gut reaction was, okay, it happened. Taking time to think about this, people were upset for the wrong reason. Now, if you want to boo Triple H for the job he's done on the year of 2025, I'm with you. You can boo Triple H all you want. This year, creatively, has been his worst. But to boo him for this was not his call. He let Cena go out the way he wanted to go out. Now, just the initial gut reaction Ego, you can briefly talk about your initial gut reaction, and then Brad, and then Matt. Over Cena tapping out. Ego.
Oh, for me, for Cena tapping out, I mean, I would have liked to have been slightly more dramatic with him looking at the camera saying, "I'm sorry," and then more of a dramatic tapping instead of the slow give up. Like it's the tap of death. It's like
Okay.
it's like that. I'm resigned to have this happen, and I'm just letting it happen. I'm just gonna tap out. It was kind of a pathetic tap out. So I would have been more okay with something a bit more dramatic.
Okay. Brad, initial gut reaction.
Not surprised. We all expected Gunther to go over. The promise of the tap out. They built it like John Cena has never tapped out before. This is just to build Gunther's heel heat, which is fine. The problem was the execution. The tap looked bad.
Okay.
It just wasn't done like Ego's saying. It wasn't dramatic enough. I think it could have been done better to sell it better.
Okay. Matt, gut reaction.
My gut reaction was Cena should not have tapped out. He should have choked him out, like unconscious, 3-arm drop, and stood over him, and did "You Can't See Me" to John and walked out.
Okay. Now, I've heard that folks who were upset that Gunther went over, or even folks were like, I can't believe this was Cena's last match. And I'm like, you've known this day was going to happen since June of 2024. You knew this was going to happen. So that's not a Cena problem. That's a you problem. Talking to you, Santi Zap. Anyway, I've heard a lot of folks would like the more dramatic, the 1-arm drop, the 2-arm drop, the 3-arm drop. But what does that do for Cena? Cena then endures because he didn't give up. He endures. The spirit of John Cena still lives on. And you don't get what the goal was, because in retrospect, the match was really less about Cena, more Gunther, in my opinion here. You needed Gunther to make Cena give up. Cena was never going to win this match. It was never going to happen. He knew he couldn't win this match. And the way the match ended with Gunther, the minute John got a split second of space, Sleeper's back on him. Wriggles out, Sleeper's back on him. Also back on him. And then he wraps him up. There's nowhere to go. He can't win. And when you hear the crowd chanting, "Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up," I believe it's there. That's what Cena was kind of waiting for, that moment to happen. Because when he taps out, Gunther is now the most hated villain in professional wrestling, at least for the WWE. There's not another villain in pro wrestling with that kind of heat. I can think of one, and his name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Oh, yeah, he gets generous just by like 3 words in a class. Yeah, that's
who can generate that type of heat. And if you were doubting that, all you needed to do was watch the first 15 minutes of Raw.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
And
that was rough.
Gunther is just soaking it in, and he's laughing. And he says John Cena tapped out like a little bitch. And just more heat. More. I mean, we haven't heard that kind of heat since Dominik turned on Ray.
Yeah. Yes.
So what you've done is now, because Gunther has already retired Goldberg. So the essence of Goldberg, he takes into his match with Cena. And now that essence, the cachet of making Cena give up, he's now going to take into his next match, which by the teasing looks like it might be AJ Styles, but just AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, all the older guard that is coming to that retirement age. You're building Gunther as the inevitable, the career ender. And so despised, so hated, that when that beloved babyface finally comes along, that will be deemed the one to stand up to, I guess, as I use the example, the WWE's Thanos, because he's just going to start a collection now of the retirements and getting more status and more status and more stature. When the one who's finally tasked to defeat Gunther, that moment of adulation, that moment of euphoria is just going to be that much larger and that much more satisfying. So now I want to hear your thoughts on what this did for Gunther, and do you still think that the match had to end the way it did? Ego.
I will say the match ended the way it needed to end. I will say that I know that I asked you guys, I don't know if it was earlier in this year, maybe even last year, will they ever be able to do another Undertaker streak at WrestleMania? And you guys said no. It's something that I would have wanted, but I think this is the next best thing. Like if he's going to be called Gunther, the career collector, like that is awesome. I mean, if anyone's going to want to go against Gunther and your career's on the line, it's almost as good as gone, and he's going to retire you. So I do like this new angle that they're taking with Gunther, and I do think that that's the way that the match with Cena had to end, to give him this kind of heat and to, again, like you said, bring so much adulation when he inevitably loses to the one.
Okay. So, Brad, you're a story guy, and I think we can agree that for most of 2025, the story of John Cena was mishandled.
Yes.
But with this now, to elevate a character like Gunther now, the only person who could have done this is Cena. Your thoughts?
I agree with the choice. I have no problem with Gunther going over and tapping out Cena. My problem is like the tap itself looked lame. That's what I thought the match was telling a good story for what was needed to be told for Gunther going over and becoming the new, powerhouse career destroyer. It's just something the way he tapped rubbed me wrong. I had no problem that he tapped. It's just the way it looked. I don't know if it was shot that way, if it was just, it was awkward.
Was it the smile? It was the smile.
Did he smile?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it. Maybe I subconsciously caught it and not recognized, but it just didn't feel right the way it was done. It wasn't executed storyline wise that he needed to look more like he was giving up than just like you say, smiling. That maybe that's what stuck to me and I didn't realize it.
Okay. Matt.
Again, we all know Gunther had to win it. I don't like Cena tapping out to end his career. I also think they really could have Gunther do a little more stealing of Cena's soul there at the end, not just tap out, walk out, like I said, the little 5-finger shuffle on him, maybe, something just to sort of like Shang Tsung stealing Cena's soul type of thing.
Well, I think they wanted to get him out of the ring so everyone could come on, so everyone from the locker room could come down, give them their hugs, to do that one final the video package, and let Cena just have that moment at the end. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Oh, by the way, I don't know if WWE drowned them out or not, but like with the
Oh yeah,
chanting bullshit quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And some other words.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the rest of the show, now Brad, you were the one who was not on the live recap. I'm going to ask you a couple quick questions here. What did you think of the presentation of Oba Femi?
That's the only other thing I watched, honestly.
Okay.
I watched Oba and Cody, and I watched the Cena match.
Okay.
I like how they're building up Oba. I think you're coming in. It's like, I feel it's like, is he a new heel? Is he going to be a new heel? It's going to be interesting to see how the fans take him. But I mean, he's a powerhouse, and he's looking like he's here to take control. I think it's a good buildup, and I definitely think the main event fans are going to respond positively.
Oh, okay. So the question: do many matches end tapping in the modern wrestling sphere? More than it used to. It used to be like for a sleeper hold or like an armbar, whatever. You would pass out due to pain. But since the introduction of the UFC into kind of out of the mainstream, when they brought over when the WWF at the time brought over Ken Shamrock to join the roster, that's when you started seeing tapping out.
Also, in the UFC era, I guess you would say, pro wrestling, like anything, mirrors its analog, and fans, I guess, kind of used to want to see pro wrestlers looking more like simulated UFC than old style pro wrestling with,
Right.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the presentation of Oba, WWE, they did. I mean, you saw the match with Ruca, JeVon Evans, Leon Slater, Oba. The way they had the camera angle, the backlit, the silhouette, everything about him just says star. This man is a star already, and he already has the mic skills. And I guess he's going to have a title match at New Year's Evil. I think as of right now, it's a one-on-one match with Leon Slater. That kind of telegraphs, if it stays a one-on-one, who's going to win. I would like to see Ricky Saints and JeVon Evans get involved in this, make it at least a triple threat or a fatal four-way match. That way you can get the belt off of Oba, because a few weeks after that,
Rumble,
Riyadh for the Rumble, and there is where you let Oba have the most eliminations in Rumble history.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Let him just start ragdolling people.
but he won't win.
No.
It's Breaker, right? It could be Braun Breaker if he doesn't win.
We can discuss a little bit of that, because I know starting of the year, January 2nd, we have a title match, Cody and Drew. Now, we did get a vignette of Nick Aldis coming to Drew McIntyre's home. It really wasn't Drew McIntyre's home, because you clearly saw the address on the house. That's never going to happen. But you had Cody showing up. So again, we got more of these come to your home invasion type angles. They work well. If you're going to have this match, this is where they need to put the title on Drew. Otherwise, why do it? Because Drew has already had 2 bites at this apple and has either lost or DQ'd or some messed up finish. Put the belt on Drew, and then you save that January 5th Raw between Braun Breaker and Punk. Punk goes over. Braun either wins the Chamber or the Rumble, and then you switch the titles at Mania. That's just my thought on that. Now, we did have a botched finish last night on NXT, as we have a new Women's North American Champion, Thea Hale. I like Thea just fine. She's charming, endearing, but it was not supposed to happen. You can clearly tell something was amiss when they start playing Blake Monroe's music after the bell rings. And I heard a report from Sean Rossap of Fightful, and he was reporting what PW Insider had said, that yes, this was a botch. That when Thea did that back falling senton, she landed squarely on Blake's chest and just kind of knocked the wind out of her, because a split second after the ref hit for 3, her shoulder popped up.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a botch. And apparently they're going to do a rematch at New Year's Evil. I say Thea goes over, and you send Blake to the Rumble as well. There's no.
Yeah.
Some folks say that Blake should hold the NXT Women's Championship. Why? I mean, why? I mean, she would be. SmackDown needs help, and they need help now, like badly. So start of the new year, because apparently the creative at WWE has recognized that SmackDown's in desperate need of help, creatively and talent wise.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
You're realizing
They
this now.
have 3 hours to fill, for God's sakes.
I know. Okay, so quick thoughts on, because the closer we get to the Rumble, we'll do another who we think is
At the back.
gonna do
Right.
do what. Quick thoughts on early in the year, like New Year's Evil, the first SmackDown, and the first Raw. Matt, who's going over for the NXT Championship?
Okay.
I think he said he had to duck out for a
fine.
second.
Who's going? Oh, wait. So I think Blake's going to get it back. I think they want to have a powerful run for her down there for bringing her up.
Okay,
Also, I'm not convinced this was a real botch, but
it
That's a whole
was a botch.
No.
Everyone's saying it's a botch. Everybody.
and everyone says the Montreal screw job was a screw job.
It was.
Oh boy.
So- But it's a whole other debate.
Foil hat. So, Ego, who do you see winning the title match on the first SmackDown, Cody or Drew?
Ooh. I don't see them deviating. I see Cody going over, just because I think that, like you said, for the last year, Triple H is very risk averse. So I don't see him making any changes, even if it's going to involve making a better decision. So I think Cody's going to go over.
So you're going to make Drew the Julia of the men's division on SmackDown.
It's what I'm left with if I make that decision. So yeah.
Okay. Brad, first Raw of 2026 title match between Punk and Braun. Who goes over?
I think it's going to be Punk.
Mm.
And let Braun take it at WrestleMania after he gets either Chamber or Rumble.
Because I still think, because the Rumble's in Saudi, you cannot rule Sami Zayn out. You can't.
That's true. That's very true.
And there's a story built in between him and Drew. Sammy's never beaten Drew, ever. So, just saying. But we are here to celebrate in a year of 2025 that creatively was not the greatest year of the Paul Levesque era, but there were some positive things, as we're doing a super extended And I'm just looking over here. We are at 7 likes, folks. 7, 3 away from doubles. Let's end the year off with another banger. 3 bangers, two in a row. Let's end the year with a 3rd banger show in a row. So we have 6 categories, which last week I told everyone who the finalists in these categories are going to be. So we're going to start with the WTF moments of 2025. These are the moments that you didn't see coming or thought might happen, but just didn't think that WWE had the balls or the guts to pull this off. Now, Ego, we're going to start with you. So our finalists were the John Cena heel turn at Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Paul Heyman double cross of the main event of night 1 of WrestleMania. Jayne, Jey Uso becoming the World Heavyweight Championship. Maxine Dupree. So, Ego, you're number 5.
I mean, number 5 is probably going to be Jayne off of this, just because, I didn't watch that much NXT, but it shocked a lot of people when it happened. So I had that as number 5 on there.
Okay. Brad, you're number 5.
I'm also with Ego, Jayne, just because I don't recognize it as much. I understand the significance of like a shocking moment, but I'm not following NXT the way I'm doing Raw and SmackDown. So my NXT things are going to be little.
Gotcha. Understandable. Matt, you're number 5.
The Jayne thing.
Jayne, okay.
I'm going to attempt something that might disconnect you, but let's see.
Okay. While you did,
Can you guys hear me?
yes, I can.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my number 5. Ever since he won the Rumble, you knew it was going to happen. The WWE thought they had a gold mine in the Yeet Man, Jey Uso. So I kind of knew where it was going. It wasn't as shocking, but there were a lot more shocking things on this list than Jey Uso becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. So that's why I have it at number 5. Ego, you're number 4, sir.
Number 4, I've got Jey Uso winning the title. Wasn't as WTF as the other moments on here, but it's still something we were kind of expecting, but weren't quite sure of until it wound up happening. So, great moment for me. So I've got Jey winning the title at number 4.
We won't talk about that.
Think he'd learn at this point.
I know. Brad, you're number 4.
I'm going with the Heyman double cross because it's Paul Heyman. It was, like, oh, didn't see that coming, but it is Paul Heyman. So,
right. Matt, you're number 4.
Okay, you got to help me with this because I'm only on the phone here. I remember that 2 of them are Heyman and Cena. What are the other 2?
Jayne, Maxine Dupree, or Jey Uso winning the World Heavyweight Championship.
Maxine Dupree.
Maxine Dupree is you're number 4. Okay. My number 4, Brad, same as you. I expected Heyman to turn on one of them. I didn't really expect both of them, but I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's Paul Heyman. All right, Ego, you're number 3.
Number 3, I've actually got Maxine Dupree winning the Intercontinental Championship. That was fun watching. That happened on what wasn't a PLA, I think it was on Raw, which was great. Which was great.
Raw.
You sometimes you cherish title changes that happen for the guy that you really hope for, and sometimes you get lucky and it happens on the general televised event as opposed to a PLE. And I got that down for Maxine Dupree at number 3.
All right, Brad, you're number 3.
I got Jey Uso, more along the lines of WTF were they thinking? Like you said, Joker, we knew this was being set up, but really they felt like this would work.
Clearly, they've realized they're mistaken. He's been demoted to tag team.
One word, 4 letters, suck.
Why?
Or, as I say, 4 letters, 1 word, yawn.
Mm.
Terrible.
Ego. You're right there. All right, Brad. I'm sorry, Matt. You're number 3.
Heyman's betrayal of Heyman switched to Seth, I should say.
Okay.
Betrayal of Roman. I mean, it was predictable, but and Heyman was right. Roman left him to be murder stomped by the other Roman deserved to be betrayed.
Right.
But to go to Seth was interesting. That was the.
My number 3, Maxine Dupree. Of all the people on that roster to take the belt off of Becky Lynch, Maxine Dupree. And yet I enjoyed that. And yet I enjoyed that match. I enjoyed watching her win. I enjoyed the pop she got for a count out victory, which usually that's a boo. But I loved it. And she had a horrible match this past Monday, but we won't talk about that right now. Okay. Since we're all pulling from the same 5, I want you to now go to your number 2 and then just lead right into your number 1. So, Ego, start with your number 2 and then lead into your 1.
2 was Cena's heel turn, which we kind of expected, but weren't really sure how it was going to go out. But I mean, number 1 has got to be the triple cross of Paul Heyman. That was quite unexpected, made for a fantastic drama and a good build up for what's going to be coming to fruition next year in 2026. So I've got Paul Heyman number 1.
Okay. Brad, your number 2 leading into your number 1.
My number 2 is Maxine Dupree. Fun match, but it was like, really? What? What? And I have to go with John Cena heel turn because whoever expected that? I mean, that was like Hogan becoming NWO. That's like this generation's Hogan becoming NWO. You didn't see it coming. Why
Right.
would you ever? He's always the hero. And it failed. And it's like, WTF, he couldn't do anything with it.
Right.
So,
Matt, your number 2 leading into your number 1.
Well, number 2 is the John Cena heel turn. And they've been like saying John Cena going to turn heel. They've been rumoring it for 20 years now or whatever. And to do it so effectively, it's the only 2 heel turns to me that are greater are Hulk Hogan and Seth Rollins. There's always Plan B. And it's probably tied with Larry Zbyszko turning on Bruno. That's a heady spot. They pulled this off so friggin' well, And my number 1 is obviously like Triple H must have still been high on anesthesia with special heart surgery when he approved Jey Uso winning that title. Like just give me this damn video. I don't care. Just stamping anything. Like oh God, that was one of the worst booking decisions they've made since who was it? What was the one the Big Show won it with a midget or something like that? The tag title or a little kid,
Yeah.
Was the Big Show? No, it was Braun Strowman.
it was
Braun
Braun.
Strowman.
Braun
Yeah.
Strowman.
Nicholas.
I won the-
Nicholas.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tag team titles. Okay. My number 2 is the John Cena heel turn. Taken in a vacuum, the moment itself, it is one of the greatest heel turns of all time. Preceded by one of the greatest moments in professional wrestling history.
Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself.
The only reason it's not number one is because of the 5 months after. It was bungled. It was horribly done. And we come to find out that this was never the plan. Never the plan. This was a last minute thing because they were expecting someone to be involved who said, oh, yeah, I'm in, and then wasn't in.
Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself.
So my number one is from NXT. Of all people on that roster, Jordan Grace, Fallon Henley, Kalani Jordan, any number of people on that roster to dethrone Stephanie Vaquer. Jayne, the girl who's been there for 6 years, never got above tag team status with Gigi Dolan. And in the months that has preceded that, it's been the better. She's been booked better than John Cena was. So I have to go. So I put that at number one. So we will hold off the results until the end. But next, we have the NXT MVP for 2025. This is the developmental brand. These are the folks who will be coming up to the main roster. Some new faces you will be seeing next year. And our finalists were Blake Monroe, Jayne, JeVon Evans, Femi, and Sol Ruca. Ego, you're number 5.
I mean, just Jayne. Again, I haven't followed her nearly as hard as everyone else has. So, I mean, by default, I've got her number 5, especially considering you said she's been at this for 6 years and she's just now getting a shot at it and really hasn't had that much prominence beforehand. So, I've got her at number 5 by default, pretty much.
Okay. Brad, this is a little out of your comfort zone, but
yeah.
Who did you put at number 5?
I agree with Ego, Jayne.
Okay. Matt, you're number 5.
On that list, Jayne.
Jayne. Okay. My number 5 is the young OG JeVon Evans. He's 21. Could he go main roster? Sure, he could. He'd be exciting. I want to put the title. I want to put the NXT title on him at some point very soon and have him have a rundown down there. He's got a lot to learn still. And he's going to tire himself out soon because his wrestling style is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Ego, you're number 4.
Number 4, I've got JeVon Evans. Amazing high flyer, young, and if there's someone who you can kind of keep down there a little bit longer, refine some of the other skills, and have him be kind of a powerhouse at some point before you call him up, I'd have JeVon. I mean, his biggest asset is his youth and the fact that he's so young and still learning and is already electrifying, and he can hold it down over there. So I got JeVon at number 4.
All righty. Brad, you're number 4.
I also put JeVon at number 4, just based on what I've seen a little bit, when he, like this week, but like you say, you got to learn to chill. Otherwise, he's going to hurt himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Matt, you're number 4.
So the other 4 are what? Brian May, Sol Ruca, JeVon, and Ober, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's got to be JeVon. I mean, I hope he's got to add probably 20, 25 pounds of muscle to protect his body.
At least.
And it will cut down his high flying a little bit because more mass means less ability to high fly. But he needs to protect. You need to protect it, but it's like how a college quarterbacks go to the NFL. They got to put on that 30 pounds of muscle to protect the body. You know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My number 4, just because her body of work has been so short down there, Blake, Monroe. Nothing against the former Mariah May. She's amazing, incredible talent. Will be on the main roster sooner rather than later. But for her time in NXT, just not a big sample size. So that's why I have her at number 4. Ego, you're number 3.
I've got Blake at number 3 just because, again, we said we're relegating this to NXT and not any other indie promotion that's not, one of the main promotions. I have her at number 3 just because, again, the sample size is pretty small. She's really just getting started. And so there just isn't enough of a body of work for her in NXT to give her a higher ranking outside number 3, which is still pretty decent considering the fact that she's only been a few months and she already outranks, to me, JeVon and Jayne. So I got her number 3.
And Jacob, no, I have not shared that yet. Send that to Ego now if you can, and then we'll go from there.
On it.
Brad, you're number 3.
I'm going to Soul Ruca.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Just because I haven't seen her enough.
Okay.
Impressed by the highlights I saw from Saturday night's main event. But again, like I say, for NXT, I mostly watch highlights, and that's all I can really say. Again, like I said, my NXT is
Okay. Matt, you're number 3.
Well, my number 3 and my number 2 are tied. So just arbitrarily, I'm going to pick Soul Ruca here. I've seen her for a couple of years, 2 years now, I think. She's amazing talent. And like I said, tied from top of number 2, which you'll know in a few minutes, for her NXT work is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Right. Okay. My number 3, again, was my big surprise of this year. It's Jayne. Again, did not expect it. I thought she was going to hold the title for a month at best. She has put together a string of some quality matches. So I see her coming up to the main roster soon, and give her a run because at this point it's shit or get off the pot. At this point. All right, Ego, same as last round. You're number 2 going into your number 1.
2, with a fantastic presentation and only being into this for 3 years. Soul Ruca, fantastic match she had. Her finisher is awesome. But that's going to lead it to someone else that's only been doing this relatively for 3 years and is already main roster brown with a rocket strapped to him. Femi, dear God. Good God. That is awesome. From promo skills to mic work to speed, athleticism, and power moves, got the complete package. Can't wait to see what he does when he makes his main roster debut. So I got Femi number 1.
All right. Brad, you're number 2 leading into your number 1.
I got Blake at number 2, mainly because just the way they started presenting her, again, knowing that, she hasn't had a lot of time in there, but I think the presentation is solid. I think she understands her character and doing it well. And obviously, Oba.
Right. The ruler. And Brad, I think you could just put as a clean sweep.
I'm just putting 5s down.
Matt, you're number 2 leading into your number 1.
Well, my number 2 then would be Mariah May. She's main roster ready from in ring ability before she got there. Obviously, NXT, she had to work out the exact nature of her character with the dark personality and all that sort of stuff. And my number 1, we're all going to probably say the same thing. The future ruler of the WWE, the bringer of change, Femi.
Oh, nice. My number 2 is Soul Ruca. Has next to LA Knight has had more matches on WWE TV this year than anybody. And again, she's ready to. There's a reason she was picked to be on Saturday night's main event. She's ready.
Oh yeah.
And of course, number one, the ruler of NXT, the bringer of change, the destroyer, the ruler, the bringer of war. Your daddy is here. And the Royal Rumble bodies are going to go flying. It's over, Femi.
The WWE will be crushed beneath his sodden feet as he trots across the field of battle.
All righty.
Can he rule Wakanda? Can we just make him Black Panther? Let's do that.
I'd say he's like Black Panthers. I mean, he's like a multitude of
Fair.
of them. Next, we have the PLE of the year. What was the best show that the WWE put on this year? Okay, we're at 8 likes. We're at 8 likes, folks. 2 more left. 2 more for double digits to end the year with a banger show. Again, as you're hitting that thumbs up, which costs you nothing, check down in the description. We got the Joker Voice merch store there. Very cool stuff. Mr. Jacob Ironside, who's wrenching in the chat, he and I are working on something for next year. It's going to look pretty darn cool. Jacob, send me that stuff when you can. And you can also check out our channels, our socials, if you don't mind, folks.
I'd say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right?
Thank you, Thomas. So, premium live event of the year. Our choices were Crown Jewel, Elimination Chamber, Evolution, the Royal Rumble, or SummerSlam. Ego, you're number 5.
Ooh, man. All right. I mean, I'll probably go Royal Rumble on that one. It was pretty fun. Jay wound up going over and winning the Rumble. So, I mean, I got. It's number 5. I could have made it higher.
What's wrong with your Wi-Fi?
It could have been.
Wi-Fi.
It could have been higher. It could have been higher. Okay.
I'm sorry. Did you say could or should?
I said could have.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
Brad,
that's the wrong answer. My number 5 is Elimination Chamber.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it just didn't hit as well for me. I mean, the swerve, but it just didn't hit as well.
Okay. Matt, you're number 5.
It's easy. The Royal Rumble. It was boring. It was like I'm not saying to slam the women, but I enjoyed the women's match. Except I did anything on there more than the men's Royal Rumble, and that should be impossible.
Okay.
Just because of the ability. Again, I don't want to say I'm slamming women wrestling. I enjoy women's wrestling, but the Royal Rumble number 5.
Mine is also the Royal Rumble, simply because you had the Cody and Kevin Owens ladder match. That was a banger, absolute banger match. But the wrong people won both Rumbles, Jey Uso and Charlotte. What? Did I stutter, sir? Did I stutter?
Well, remember, Triple H was high on medication when he
possibly
so,
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ego. I guess we're at 9 now. I guess we're at 9. 1 away. One away. Ego, you're number 4. Premium live event of the year.
Number 4, I've got Evolution. I mean, we had Naomi cash again and win the title against.
He's got to get this thing fixed. It's weird.
Like I said, again,
happening.
Things could have been higher. I've got number 4, Naomi cashing in and winning the title. Number 4.
Okay. Brad, you're number 4.
Actually, now I have Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool. Reason why?
Kind of what you said about the Ultimate Winners. I actually enjoyed the matches for the most part, but the winners was kind of like, oh, you did the thing.
You did the thing. Matt, you're number 4.
So it's SummerSlam Evolution, Elimination Chamber. What was the other one?
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel.
Oh, Crown Jewel. Yeah. I barely remember the Rumble and Crown Jewel. So that's why they're 5 and 4.
Okay, so your number 4 is Crown Jewel then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like these Saudi verse matches either. Yeah.
Well, it was in Perth, so okay. My number 4 is SummerSlam. It was a slightly better version of WrestleMania. Slightly. Couple good main events. Other than that, All right, Ego, you're number 3.
Number 3 was I got Crown Jewel for number 3 on that one. That was, I mean, it was good to see Bronson Reed. I mean, get a win, I guess, to kind of build them up a little bit. And the great match with the John Cena and AJ Styles, like that was awesome, and that was kind of a tribute to the fans. So I've got it number 3.
Okay, Brad, you're number 3.
I'm also with Crown Jewel number 3, and it was really pretty much the AJ Cena match. I mean, that was just fun. That was just fun.
Yeah.
All righty, Matt, you're number 3.
Elimination Chamber. Like you said, we had the Naomi thing, and we had the one highlight of Jade Cargill's WWE career. And it was a great one. I mean, when you say 20 years from now, if we're alive, we're talking about Jade Cargill, the only thing we'll be talking about is that one moment.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
My number 3 is also Crown Jewel. I mean, the Crown Jewel Championship, it's a lame concept, but the matches themselves were good. And again, I loved the Cena Styles match. Absolutely loved it. So, but it can't go higher than 3. All right, Ego, you're number 2, leading into your number 1.
Number 2, SummerSlam. It was the Seth Rollins Fake Out 2 Electric Boogaloo for him to claim the championship over CM Punk, which, something we saw, we thought would happen, but it was great to see and react live. Again, we hadn't seen that in quite a while, but in true Seth Rollins fashion, he did it. But I mean, nothing could have been as fun and collaborative as the Elimination Chamber for both men and women. I mean, it was everything we thought was going to lead into the start of a good year, from, Jade Cargill actually coming out after spending months in development, actually looking like, hey, this is someone that could actually be something after being retooled. We've got Liv Morgan being an absolute champ for all the bumps and bruises that she took with Bianca Belair directing traffic. We had, CM Punk passing out to being put in submission by John Cena because Seth Rollins took him out with the curb stomp. It was great. It was truly collaborative, and it set the stage for what we thought 2025 was going to be, not what it wound up being. So, Elimination Chamber, number 1.
Okay, Brad, you're number 2, going into your number 1.
My number 2 is going to be SummerSlam. Watched it on the plane coming home from Europe. Enjoyed it. Did not expect it.
Because you were on vacation. Going to Europe.
Cultured.
That's where Gunther's from, the European continent. So.
Austria, right. Yeah. And your number 1?
My number 1 is Evolution because, wow, I was surprised. Holy cow. That was enjoyable. Dang.
Right. Matt, you're number 2, going into your number 1.
Right. I'm still upset when you went to France. You not make a pilgrimage to Andre the Giant's hometown. So upset. My number 2.
We know.
I enjoyed these pay-per-views equally. Okay. So to show that I'm not biased against women here, to prove I'm not a misogynist, I will say SummerSlam is number 2. Despite my love for AJ Styles, and I like that match a lot, him and Cena. We mentioned the Seth match. That was good. So my number 2 is SummerSlam. And my number 1 was the shockingly really good Evolution. I was surprised they were able to put that together on relatively short notice and get a higher quality of, like not just like 2 good matches, a bunch of fillers. They were all pretty much good or great matches, Right. So Evolution is number 1.
Okay. My number 2.
I'm not a misogynist. Proving it.
My number 2 is the 4-event match card. That was the Elimination Chamber match. You had KO and Sammy was a banger, absolute banger match. The men's elimination chamber was good. The women's was a way better match, especially that opening angle. We thought, hey, I think we got something here in Jade Cargill. And as Ego said, Liv was just a champ in that match.
Yeah.
She saw, she was bruised and battered and beaten, and it was awesome. And then, it ended up being the, heel turn of WWE's biggest heel turn in their history. So that's my number 2. And then as a surprisingly short notice, 7-match card. A 7-match card, which included a battle royal.
On one night?
On one night.
That's
Evolution.
impossible.
One night?
Evolution. Not a 2-night event. This was one night in Atlanta.
And there were women too.
And they put together, it opened with a triple threat, Becky, Bayley, and Lyra for the IC title was a banger. We also ended with Io and Rhea for the Women's World Championship, banger match. And the five matches in between were all good. Everything was good about this show.
Could you believe it? Doing with all those women on one night? It was great.
Right. And 7 matches. 7 matches. Paul Levesque, you can do it. So my number 1 is Evolution. Number 4, we are going to Female Talent of the Year in professional wrestling. And our finalists were Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton. Ego, you're number 5.
Man, 5, I'll give it to Becky. I'm at her being a part-time status now. Ouch. Wow. Why are you kicking me? I'm right.
No.
I'm absolutely right. I love to see who you have at 5. But anyway, She's great at putting people over. So I have Becky at 5.
Okay. Brad, you're number 5.
This is going to hurt you, and you could kick me, Tiffany, because they completely mismanaged her championship.
Brad got egoed.
See, that's what I said. Yeah, thank you.
Matt, you're number 5.
Oh, Rhea Ripley. Honestly, I wouldn't put on this. I'm down on Rhea lately. I think she's being mismanaged. I think the injuries hurt her. Obviously, injuries hurt her storyline progression, but it just feels like she's like the women's Cody Rhodes, So it's like,
All right. My number 5, Matt, I agree. Rhea Ripley. It's almost as if you don't know what to do with her now.
yep.
So now you're kind of shoving her and Io into a tag team. For now, all of a sudden, the women's tag team division is like the must-see championship now, because you need to keep them out of the title pit, out of the main event scene now. You've literally done everything with Rhea in such a short time that she's overexposed now. And she's starting to become, her in-ring work has improved immensely. Working with Io, that's just natural. That's going to happen. But she's pretty much just an entrance at this point now. All right, Ego, you're number 4.
Number 4, I got Rhea Ripley. Just because they're like, where do we put her? Oh yeah, let's just put her with Io and make tag team a thing now. And I'm just like, everything you've shown us shows us that whenever there's a tag team title, someone winds up turning heel. And I know they all want to make Rhea Ripley a heel, so why are we even doing this? I know you want to keep her out of the title conversation, but she deserves more than this. So because of mainly mismanagement, I've got a number 4.
Have you ever seen Io as a heel?
Yes. Yeah. She's awesome. It's
Unhinged
I
Io.
love Unhinged. I do. It's just gonna be one of the things where, like, unless you've seen her previously as
Right.
heel or you've watched Lucha Underground, it's gonna be weird seeing Lil Io beat up on Rhea if she turns heel. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Just like that. Just visually, it's gonna be confusing.
All right, Brad, you're number 4.
Rhea Ripley.
Okay. Matt, you're number 4.
Unlike number 5, 4 through 1 are all positive, right? So number 4 is Becky Lynch. She did a great job putting some legendary status to that belt. She's a clean worker. She's a safe worker. She knows how to put other people over in the ring. She's good on promos. So she did all she was supposed to do as a veteran, called into a particular role. Because losing doesn't hurt her. She's already a Hall of Famer, or will be when she retires someday. You know, that's why she's number 4.
Okay, my number 4 has done the unthinkable. Climbed the greatest mountain ever. She made Charlotte Flair likable. Had one of the biggest pops. It still gets one of the biggest pops of all year, and that is the 5 Feet of Fury, Alexa Bliss, which I've heard they may turn her heel and lean her more toward her goddess persona because there's not enough credible heels with mic skills. And I'm like, you that's your show, Road Dogg, not mine. So Alexa Bliss, number 4. Ego, are you here?
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
You're number 3.
Number 3, Tiffany Stratton. I don't blame this totally on her. I would be damned if I got concussed by someone. I had to drop a title to them because they don't know where the fuck to be in the ring. So I have her at number 3 just because terrible booking. Her defenses were against people she'd already beaten. They tried to make feuds of people she'd absolutely demolished. And then the person she'd already beat twice and gave her a concussion because of her negligence is the reason she dropped the title. I've got Tiff at 3.
Brad, you're number 3.
I got the same that you had before, Alexa. Same reason. She made people root for Charlotte.
Amazing.
And also it's Alexa Bliss.
Right. Matt, you're number 3.
My number 3 is Alexa Bliss. She's a great worker. She came back from the injury or pregnancy, whatever it was. Yeah. Pregnancy, yeah. And she got right to work. I've said before, I think she's the most beautiful woman in professional wrestling. She keeps herself in incredible.
Yes, we know.
Like works out and you know what I mean, the whole package. And great worker in the ring. And she did great coming back. She did great work. You know, she did everything she was involved in. She made better every storyline.
My number 3, I wanted to put at number 2. I wanted to. I really did. But the way she was booked, I mean, she had some legit feud going into Mania. WWE made the right call, keeping the title on her. But the way she was booked for 2025, and it's a shame because her match at Crown Jewel with Stephanie shows that she's much better than she's been booked. Tiffany Stratton, number 3. All right, Ego, you're number 2 going into your number 1.
Number 2, people that are great at being very likable and you want to be on their team. Io has been fantastic for this. Not only is she a great in-ring worker.
Whoa. You have Io at number 2?
Yes, I have. One day you will see that I was right, even in my banishment. I have Io at number 2, fantastic in-ring worker and a ring general in herself, but no one could have done the absolute PR turnaround that Alexa Bliss did in making this route for Charlotte Flair, the person that came back after an injury, automatically won the Royal Rumble without any dispute, which was awful. Put her with Alexa Bliss, and now it's the Rock and Sock connection all over again. It's the dork with the cheerleader, and we're all rooting for the cheerleader we absolutely despise because the dork is so gosh darn lovable and fantastic. And her sister Abigail is awesome, so Alexa Bliss is actually number one.
Okay. Brad.
I got Becky Lynch at number 2. She's doing the job of someone who is recognizing that she's probably going to end her career soon, but she's putting over talent huge, and she still draws heat. She's doing that really well as a heel. And Io.
Mm-hmm. It's not even a question. It's not even a question.
Well, the question was ego. But
Right. Matt, you're number 2 going into your number 1.
Number 2 is Tiffany. You sold me on her, JV, because I was down on her a couple years ago, and I knew she was athletic, but she seemed like she wasn't quite getting, like she was doing more of the acrobatics in the ring and not wrestling, but she turned it around. She got it together. She's a clean worker. That's big for me. That for the audience, that means she's safe in the ring. Okay. And she got hosed by storylines, or she might have had legitimate competition for number 1, which is Io. And Io, in all of wrestling I watched this year, I'm a Stephanie Vaquer simp. I'll admit that. Okay. But Io had a better year than Stephanie. And there's only one female wrestler I've enjoyed more than Io this year, and that's Toni Storm, who's on a roll for the last 2.5 years. So Io got this.
Okay. My number 2, Becky Lynch. Probably doing some of the best work of her career as what she's been doing for the last couple of years. 2024, she made Liv Morgan a star. She put together a program for the IC title, made that title bigger than the entire WWE creative team could ever have hope to.
Yep.
But for number 1, 2021 and 2022 were the years of the EST. 2023 was the year of Rhea Ripley. 24, the year of Liv Morgan. It's sad that she's been in the WWE for 8 years and just now is getting the recognition she deserves. The best female wrestler on the planet. No question, arguably the best professional wrestler, period. The genius of the sky, Io Sky. All righty. Now we go to male talent of the year. Ego, you're number 5, sir.
Ooh, I just want to make sure we had our options correct.
Oh, options are CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Dominik Mysterio, Gunther, or Jacob Fatu.
Ooh, you know what? If we're doing that, I'll have Fatu at number 5. I want something more for him, and I guess it's kind of hard with the men's roster kind of being stacked at this point. But I mean, doing well enough. But I still have number 5 in comparison with the rest of the male talent that's in this list. So I've got to have number 5.
Gotcha. Brad.
I also have Jacob at number 5. I mean, it's clear that he has talent. I think he got a little mismanaged when it came to him having the belt. And then, of course, the injury does not help. So I think maybe after he gets back from injury and they retool him, he's going to be on a rocket of some sort.
Got it. Matt, you're the number 5.
Oh, Cody Rhodes. He's boring. It's been mismanaged all year. He needs a heel turn bad. There's just no. I see Cody, and I'm wishing for Stardust now. That's how bad it is.
Wow.
Yikes.
All right. My number 5 is Jacob Fatu, just for the sake that we haven't seen him on TV, not for months. So I can't play some higher. All right, Ego, you're number 4.
4, I've got Cody. I mean, he's doing great, moving merch, being a company man, but nothing much story wise with him. You're kind of waiting for something to happen or for something to be changed up so that you actually are invested in him when he shows up. But I hopefully that changes this year. But I mean, for me, I've got him at number 4.
All right, Brad, you're number 4.
Cody.
Okay.
I'm just bored.
Yeah. Matt, you're number 4.
Jacob Fatu. I've watched him for a few years. I think you and I were talking about him 3 months before he came up, Jacob, JB, and he's the perfect, very high mid card, very bottom top tweener type. He'll surge in popularity every so often. You give him a little title run, let him generate some heel heat, then let him face turn, then go back to the mid card and regenerate. Put him less on TV so audience don't want to see him again. He's that perfect guy for that role because he has that nice short term animal persona, so he's number 4.
My number 4, Cody Rhodes. Just the other 3 are just there's way more than they offer. So
I think you have Cody 10 places too high, JV.
Well, Number 3, Ego.
I would have had him up higher had it not seemed like things kind of stalled a little bit for him towards the end of the year, but I got Punk at number 3. Great trajectory up until maybe SummerSlam. Then it seemed like they had to readjust. Like there was hey, there might be budding feud. I know that Seth Rollins' injury kind of forced their hand a little bit.
It's time! We did it! Banger show, folks! Momo!
Nice. But yeah, I was gonna say just because things kind of stalled out and they had to reorganize and reshuffle things, so it seemed like he lost a little bit of momentum. So I've got Punk at number 3.
Gotcha. Brad, you're number 3.
I'm actually going with Gunther at number 3. I think he was really strong early in the year.
I think the sleeper just took out Brad.
But they made him lose to Jey Uso. So now that he's come back, he's a character again. And I actually think he's a better character now, just in literally walking out on Raw than he was coming in before.
Got you. All righty. Matt, you're number 3.
So my choices here. I'm going to go with Seth Rollins here.
Seth was not an option.
I tell you what. Give me this one. I know it was CM Punk,
It was
Gunther.
Punk, Cody, Gunther, Dominik, Jacob.
Oh, Dom. Why? Okay. Then Dom. Yeah. But I think Dom was just mismanaged for the first half of the year. But, so I'll pick Dom.
Okay. My number 3, Ego. I agree with you. It's CM Punk because my top 2 have done more this year. I mean, the promo work, which Punk is known for, was hit or miss most of the time.
Yeah.
All right, Ego, you're number 2 going into your number 1.
Number 2. It's time for the heels to rise, baby, and no one that people have more heat against in more recent memory than number 2, which is Gunther. I mean, guy retired 2 legends this year. Now Goldberg and I say Goldberg and legend in the same sentence very loosely, okay? Very, very loosely. But he retired both Goldberg and Cena, so he's got a lot of heat. But the one heel you hate and you love at the same time, who has put on banger matches all over the world at this point, and who is the AAA champ, I've got Dominik Mysterio. Fantastic. I can't wait for him to be the heavyweight champ or the undisputed champ at some point. It's going to be a fantastic run if Triple Bald does not fuck it up.
Brad, you're 2 going into 1.
My number 2 is going to be CM Punk. Again, I think he's done pretty dang well for guys on the end of his run, honestly. But you want to talk about someone honestly unexpected. I mean, I never thought Eddie's kid would be surpassing Eddie almost at this point. He's the heat he generates. Holy God. I mean, and his uncle Ray, I mean, he's nice and everything, but I mean, he's carrying on. His character is huge. It's huge. And when he shows up, and the worst part is like Ego said, it's like you hate him, but you'll love him. So eventually it's going to be really problematic as to where he's going to fall.
Gotcha. All right, Matt, you're 2 going into your 1.
So Punk is number 2. The reason I wouldn't have chosen Dom over this is because the first half of the year, you guys heard me complaining all the time in terms of Dom's character. So Punk has stepped into every job they asked him to do and done it. I keep waiting for Punk to have that explosion behind the scenes where he pisses someone off, and he hasn't done it. I'm willing to admit he's another year we haven't done it.
Maybe he won't.
Well, maybe he won't, but anyway, the lemmings don't stop running over the ocean. You know what I mean? So, into the ocean. And my number 1, I've watched him from the Walter days. I'm glad he didn't spend a lot of time with Vince, because Vince would have ruined him had Vince been around too much longer. But it's Gunther. He's everything you want in a professional wrestler. He's again clean in the ring. He knows how to put guys over. He knows how to get himself over without making the other guy look bad. He can wrestle multiple styles of wrestling. He can do a little more high flying. He just doesn't with the way he is here. And so Gunther number 1.
All right, my number 2 going into my number 1. My number 2 is now the biggest heel in the WWE, possibly in wrestling, who's on TV right now. The WWE's Thanos, the Ring General, Gunther. I mean, come on. When you saw this kid appear at a AAA event in Mexico and reveal himself, the pop that he got, is there a bigger act in professional wrestling right now than Dirty Dominik Mysterio, number 1? Maybe some recency bias, but hey, the guy's killing it right now. So before we do our final list, Ego, do you happen to have the results of the mic drops?
I do, actually. In very, very stunning fashion, considering the fact that he was not here for almost half of the month. I've got Brad winning the mic drops for the month of December with 10. And it didn't look like it was remotely close at all.
Not remotely close. So this makes it what, 5 months in a row now, Brad?
Pretty much. I mean,
which means Brad ends 2025 with the EO award.
And I'm missing days, guys. Come on.
All right, and now for our match of the year. And the finalists were John Cena versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel, CM Punk versus Gunther at SummerSlam, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley at Evolution, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, WrestleMania 41, and Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. Those were the finalists. Ego, you're number 5.
I'm just saying this for me, just because I understand you guys it's late for me to getting to the game. Cena versus AJ Styles. That's just for me. Just because I didn't understand the build-up leading up to it. The match was great. It's just I wish I'd have been there for a part of the history between them so I could have felt it more to put it higher. So I've got number 5.
I like that. Brad, you're number 5.
I actually have Cena and AJ because it wasn't like a technically great match. It was kind of fan service, which was just fun. And we all had fun watching the match.
Agreed. Matt, you're number 5.
Yeah, AJ Cena, because I hate to say it this way, but AJ had to kind of carry Cena But Cena, we know, hasn't been great for the past on this run. And AJ did the job, and it was an entertaining match. Like you said, the throwback and the solid, all that sort of stuff.
All right. Also, for me, AJ Styles versus John Cena. Fun match. Nothing at stake. It was a match to have a match stake, and it was a fun match to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right. Ego, you're number 4.
Number 4, I've got Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Fun match, great ending. Why does you know what? It's okay. A lot of people that were prophets in their time that were hated when it happened. So you know what? I stick by what I said.
Wait, did you just
Rhea.
compare yourself to Jesus?
I didn't. I just said some people that were important, that happened to be important and said things in the moment and they were hated on, and more or less crucified for that.
Why is he channeling Yay?
I have no idea.
If I were to do that, I'd have a full mask on, okay? And all
That's
that.
true. That's true.
I have the outfit on. I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, shocking.
Let me go full yet.
No. Brad, you're number 4.
Actually, I have to agree with the Ego on Io versus Ripley, just on what is here, because you know what I look for in matches, and that's stories.
Gotcha. All right. Matt, you're number 4.
I know the 2 women's matches. What were the other 2?
Gunther and Punk, Sammy KO.
This is tough. I'm going to go with Sammy KO here, but I've only seen that match 17,342 times since 2002. So,
Right. And I agree. It was
that's a real number, by the way. Because they wrestle 2 times a year or whatever. So, yeah.
And I agree. KO Sammy, great match, hard hitting match, fun match to watch. Had some stakes in it. We later found out.
Oh my God, KO turned heel.
Yeah, Kevin and Sammy in a feud, ending in a banger match. Shocking. Who knew that could happen? All right, Ego, you're number 3.
Number 3, I've got KO versus Sammy. Great match, good storyline, good build up. Again, I wasn't there for a lot of it, so I mean, you guys have said you've seen it a lot of times. It was just great to see this, probably this one final time. But I've got number 3. It was a good match, good story, but I got it number 3.
All right, Brad, you're number 3.
I was back and forth on 3 and 4, but I'm going Sammy and KO. And yes, we have seen it a lot, but guess what? I do love watching some good reruns of Star Trek. So if it's a great show, it's always a great show.
Matt, you're number 3.
Io versus Rhea. It was a really good match. Because I'm down on Rhea, it probably cost this match some weight, but. Yeah.
This match would have been number 2, but because of a cash-in. Because Io and Rhea were putting on a banger, an absolute classic. That match was awesome. I mean, when Io pulls a poison Rana on Rhea, Io's 5 feet tall and is able to whip Rhea backwards, head over heels, and it wasn't and they weren't spamming. They weren't spamming their signature moves. This was just a hard hitting, technically very sound match, which is why I said Rhea's gotten a lot better in ring from working with Io. It's almost like you get good by being around the best.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ego, you're number 2 going into your number 1.
Number 2 is all about 2 into 1 is all about collaborative efforts, which includes the Punk v Gunther at number 2, which was great because it wound up being a run-in for Seth Rollins to pull off the Seth Rollins switcheroo Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. But the collaborative effort of Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 41 was fantastic. Like, that's best match of the year. Fantastic. They built up on a lot of hype, great mic work, great in setup. We had run-ins with Raw leading up to this, and the payoff was fantastic. So I've got the EO triple threat with Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley at number 1.
Okay, Brad, you're number 2 going into your number 1.
Punk and Gunther, that's an example of great storytelling, telling the story of basically Rocky Balboa. Punk was Rocky. And of course, we said it after WrestleMania. It's the women's match.
Okay. Matt, you're number 2 going into your number 1.
Number 2 is Punk Gunther. Another step on Gunther's path to the Hall of Fame. He puts on banger match after banger match, whether he's the wins or loses them. He always knows how to put the opponent over. Works clean. Keeps himself. He prevents his own injuries. That's another thing. Too many guys don't care about their own body anymore. And they flop. They don't control their flops or whatever. But anyway, that leads to number 1, where we all said it before, and it helped out with a triple threat match that can really work together. That match was amazing. Of the matches on this list, it's the only one I've gone back to watch more than once. So,
yeah, and that's a big thing. Rewatch. How willing are you to rewatch it? And for our number 2s and 1s, it's a clean sweep. I have Gunther and Punk at 2. Solid match. Just they beat the shit out of each other. For someone at Punk's age to be willing to take those chops, that's just, hey, Joe, what's up, sir? How are you? To make sure to hit that the button, sir. And number 1, I have, since WrestleMania 41, Night 2, I have watched this match 20 times. I love this match. This is the greatest women's WrestleMania match ever. And it is also significant. This is the first Japanese woman to win at Mania. This is the first Japanese superstar to defend a title since Taku the Michinoku. That goes back
way back.
So, Mr. Bradley Burnett, it is time to give us the results of the best of 2025. When it came to the what the fuck moments of the year, can you give us the number 2 and the number 1?
Number 2 was Maxine. Number 1 was John Cena.
Okay. John Cena, the biggest what the fuck.
I can't see you, Brad.
I know.
There's a reason why.
No, I did the.
All righty.
John Cena, I did the weekend.
Or NXT MVP of the year. No, number 2 is
number 2, so Ruca. Number 1, duh.
Darula Oba Femi.
Destroyer.
All right. For the premium live event of the year, number 2 and number 1, sir.
Number 2 is SummerSlam. Number 1 is Evolution.
Gee, the women are a draw. Shocking.
7 matches. Huh.
7 matches. Amazing. You can do
That must have been 20 hours of a show, right?
Had to have been. No, it was like 3. It was great.
Oh, it's weird.
I know. Okay. Women.
Number 2 is Alexa Bliss. Number 1 is Io Sky.
Missed the clean sweep by 1.
Yep. For the men, hold on. Number 2 is Gunther. Number 1 is Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dominik Mysterio. And I think it's a clean sweep. Everyone's number 2 and number 1 from match of the year. Number 2, Gunther Punk. And number 1, Io, Rhea, and B. Am I correct in that assessment, sir?
You got it.
All righty. Yes.
Didn't Jacob send a meme to someone?
Yeah.
I'm still looking for it. I don't see it. I didn't get it.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking off and on for.
I will share it in our private chat then, so you guys can laugh at. And but Ego, just save it for Roman tomorrow night too, because Ego will be on that show. And speaking of,
Cool.
Mr. LeftEyeEgo, what do you have coming up, sir?
I will be joining Roman and JV, I think Matt, tomorrow night for the yearly wrap up with Roman. I'm looking forward to that. And as well, my wife and I, Shira, will be going live for Ordinary Games this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. Sorry, it's been a while last few weeks, so we haven't been able to do the show like we want to, but you're going to want to tune in.
There's a reason why. Do you want to make an announcement, sir?
Yes, why not? So if you guys haven't been following me, Shiro and I will be adding another entrant into House Ego Royal Rumble. I'm going to be a dad in the next 6 months. So things have been very crazy. If you've checked out on Instagram, YouTube, or Instagram, Facebook, and the other stuff, we made the announcement. It's a very wild time for us. We don't even know how to feel. So look out for Sunday to talk at least about part of that journey Sunday. So yeah, it's fun.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank you.
Mr. Duke Devil 95, Bradley Burnett, what do you have coming up, sir?
I just hope bad takes are not genetic for Ego. Otherwise, on my channel, of course, we have Wormhole Watch. We watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine from the beginning. This week's episode is called House of Quark. Also, we have a fun little Latinum Lounge episode where we discuss the concept of quadrants. Quadrants, quad is 4. Some people don't understand that concept.
Quad is 4?
It's weird.
It's weird.
I thought a quad was a leg.
Yeah.
All righty. And Mr. Christmas Overpowering Baconator, Matt, what do you have coming up, sir?
Congratulations, Ego. I wonder how she will feel if your baby emerges eating with its fist up.
Ew.
You
had to go.
I had to do it.
I was gonna say you guys might like it. We've already come up with a name. You want to hear his name?
What?
It's we're gonna call him Tay. It's
Okay.
Teey.
That rhymes with J.
Oh fuck.
No. Well, it's not. Tay.
No. It's
Well,
yeet backwards.
Yes.
Oh God.
Well, Ego will not be. I guess Ego will be stuck in a backstage role next year.
They'll be having sweet baby Yitzhaks.
This could be. I really hope Shiro does not have to do with a eating baby coming out. That is awful.
All
The
right.
amount of eating jokes you're going to make, Shiro is going to kill you. She's going to be like, "Come here," and just one shot.
All right.
But,
So
tomorrow we're on Roman's show for the year end. I'll probably drop a little video or two on mine. I want to talk about the Street Fighter trailer, among other things. And when's our next show, by the way?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So okay.
Next week is Christmas Eve. The week after that is New Year's Eve. It'll be the week after that.
Okay. Well, then we'll be back then for same eat time, same eat channel.
So as I said, for myself, hopefully I can get some shorts out on Friday, just to keep the channel going. I will be on with Roman, with Matt and Ego tomorrow, and I'll be doing the weekly content to keep you all abreast of what's going on in the world of professional wrestling until 2 weeks from today, at the first Thursday of January. We will be back as we'll be on the road to the Royal Rumble, officially starting WrestleMania season with the 2026 first episode of Wednesday Night is Overbooked. But until then, folks, on behalf of everyone here, I would like to say to all of you, have a safe holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And until next time, happy holidays and take care.
And here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.